training. God, we just thank you for this technology. We thank you for the resources of BSF. We thank you for how you have provided for all of us and have made our lives easier. And God, so we just ask that you will cause this to be a time of understanding and clarity, that you will just give us all that we need and total recall when we need it, God. And I pray that you will just be over this technology and just make sure that we have no glitches and no problems and that it runs smoothly and that we leave here with more understanding than we came in with, God. And we ask this in your power, in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Recall. And I feel good. We're going to get it. Okay, so Carla and Sandy have done Slack with their groups. If you look at my Slack, this doesn't show up on yours, but you see how I have 2 channels, 2 workspaces? Be it the Slack channel or the Slack group is called a workspace. We do our work there, we talk to each other, that's our workspace. The one that says BSF Myrtle Beach Day Women, that's the one we're on right now. Yes. That's the leaders where we talk to each other. We created a second workspace that's totally private called BSF 572, that's our class number. And we have that so that you can create channels for your group. You know how your prayer pods are private and that everything you put there only goes to the 10 people in your prayer pod? Carla and, let me see if I can show you that. Carla and Sandy have made groups and it's private to them. Now, I can see it because I'm an administrator, but y'all wouldn't be able to see it. So next fall, when you come back, we're hoping that you might make a group channel for your group because Sandy and Carla can tell you how wonderful that is. Okay.
And they can show us.
Okay.
And remind us.
We will. We'll remind you in the fall. It's kind of like now. Yes, ma'am.
Question. Are their groups underneath the BSF Class 572 or are they like BSF Class 531?
No, they're all under BSF 572.
Okay.
But see, like mine, if you go back to that, mine, you have to go in under my name. They do have to. That's the only place we can talk, and then Carla's has to go in under her name.
Right. See how they have their private channels?
Okay.
Now I can see it because I'm an administrator.
Yes.
You wouldn't be able to see
Yes.
that. And see how this has random and general?
Yes.
Those are on every workspace. That's part of Slack. They're not private. So don't post your stuff there. Just make sure you're posting like Carla only post to her group where it says Carla.
Well, you see it's got the little lock.
Exactly. Those are secure and they're, we don't, most people wouldn't be able to see those. You will now be able to see those next year. Okay?
And that's where they do their prayer request
They do.
or anything you have to say to them. Instead of texting them, you do this.
I do both. That is a dream. That is the dream and the reason we did it. Just like some of us were slow to embrace it at the beginning of the year, some of mine don't want to go to the computer or to the phone or anything else for another thing. They don't want to be in electronics.
Okay.
So everybody hasn't embraced it yet, but like during our break when we had somebody in the hospital and this, that, and the other, several people have responded, you know, and we put that, I put that in there so I wouldn't bother anybody with a text. So I'm hoping to encourage them to use it over
And you
time.
showed them how to download it. You showed your ladies how to do all that.
I had somebody show them how to put it on their phone because mine has been on my computer. And somebody in our class is real computer savvy and she helped people get all that straight. And so I'm trying today to get it on my phone.
And she's successful so far.
Yes. I don't have the second one yet.
Okay, so Carla, tell us how you used it for your group.
Okay, so for me, I work 3 little part-time jobs, so I'm busy. And the way I casted vision for Slack was kind of saying that to the people. Like, you know what? You might not be able to get me if there's some urgent prayer request that you want fanned out to our group. Because if I'm at work, I can't be responding. And so this is an opportunity for you to just fan it out there yourself. You know, you don't have to go through me.
It's so smart. You're like, oh, I like that.
You don't have to go through me. If something urgent is happening, put it on Slack. You know, and I might not see it until an hour and a half later, but 3 ladies from our group have seen it in the meantime, and they're praying, right? And so that is how we've used it. you know, and we've used it for, you know, just some touch base kind of thing. The other piece that aggravates a lot of people is when you are on a group chat on your phone. It is blowing
Like, that
up
drives
your
me crazy.
phone. It drives me nuts.
Yes, me too.
You know,
Me
and
too.
so the message, the crux of the message, the informational piece, right? And then everybody's like, okay, got it. And you're getting all these thumbs up on your phone, all these notifications. Well, I don't need to see everybody else's 9 thumbs up, right? And then one person starts talking to somebody else about the nice shirt they wore the other day. And I'm like, oh,
And
you're
your
blowing
phone
up
is
my
blowing up.
phone for no reason. So Slack, if you use Slack, your phone isn't going to blow up with with the group text dynamic.
It gives you this. That little one lets me know that I have a message
Yes.
there. At least
Right.
one. I might have more, and it goes up.
Right.
But it does not show up on your notifications like beep, 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 beep. So
Right.
that's great. Yeah, that's awesome.
So those are the ways that I have sold it to my group, and we have been using it for those ways, right? My group was in the children's right before we went on Easter break, so it had felt to me like forever since I had been with my group. So earlier this week, I just sent a Slack message, you know, it feels like so long since I've seen your beautiful faces. Can't wait to see you on Monday or on Wednesday, you know, this kind of thing.
Could you say that to all of them, or did that have to go under everyone's
No.
picture?
No.
When I send a message on Slack, it goes to everyone that's in the
Oh,
channel.
like
So
your
you don't
AirPod.
have to touch on.
Yeah, like
No.
your AirPod, right.
Yeah.
Like your
Okay.
AirPod. It
Yeah.
goes to everybody. But we're going to talk about if you want it just to go to one. Like if you wanted to send a direct message just to
Yes.
one person, there's a way to do that. And I'm going to talk about
Right.
that.
If there's something more personal that doesn't need to
Okay.
go through, but yes, these types of messages go to everyone. So simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Rather than-
I think once you play with it and once you warm up to it, you will be amazed at how much you love it. Really. It seems overwhelming a little bit, but once you get a handle on it, you'll use it more than you think you will. Okay? So thank you so very much. Thank you.
One last thing, my group has loved Slack so much that they've actually asked if we could keep our Slack channel throughout the summer. Now, we all know that come the fall for ACTS, we're going to be distributed again to different groups, and then our Slack channel will be closed off because everybody will be somewhere else. But I have requested it up the chain and gotten approval that we can indeed keep it during the summer months. So if we want to get together for lunch, or if there's a prayer request, you know, until the next time of BSF, we still have that opportunity to connect with each other.
Perfect. So, thank you so much. Thank you.
So do you need to set up our,
We will set up in the fall when you get a new group, because we only have 2 weeks left.
right,
In the fall, when you get a new group, just like we did for Carla and Sandy, because they have requested it, we will set up a group channel that's just yours.
okay,
And once we leave it, we don't have any connection to it at all. It's just private for you all, okay? And then everybody's on there. Everybody in your group will be on there. When you get a new member, we'll add them in for you or whatever.
so you
And
add
then-
them in?
Well, we might have to, like, I might have to stay on yours just so I can add them in, because once I leave your group, I can't do
Yeah.
anything unless you invite me back in.
Right, right,
So we'll play that by ear, but we will set up the channel for you, and then it'll be yours to play with,
okay.
okay, and to manage, okay. All right, so let's just, if you have your phone, if you have your Slack, it might be helpful if you kind of look at it while we talk so that you can learn and do, okay? One of the things that we're going to need to make sure we do is reply to a thread. Okay, that messes a lot of people up. So I'm going to try and show you here what that looks like. Here is Tammy's message. Can y'all see? Am I in the way? Here's Tammy's message. Tammy writes a message, okay? If you just want to put a smiley face there, if you just want to put a heart, if you just want to put praying hands, then you tap this right here and it'll show you all your choices. If you wanted to put just a heart, you could tap the heart and it would change the number to 10 and your heart would be there. If you wanted to see who's liked it, you tap and hold that heart and everybody's name who put a heart there will show up, okay?
Except yours. Yours will say you.
Yes, yes. But if you want to put praying hands there, you touch that. You see that on your, everybody see
So
that?
is that
See
for
it.
words as well, or just for little signs?
It's
Well,
just,
it'd be
that's
nice.
emojis. That's just for the little
Trying to
pictures.
find an
Okay.
example.
Okay,
Can you find any,
Sure, I'll do one
Example
right
here.
now. I'll do one right now.
Let's do
Okay.
one. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's go
So
live.
here, good. So this, okay, you see my channel down here at the bottom? You have your own. See that?
Yeah.
That channel only goes to you, so you won't be bothering anybody else if you put stuff here and play with it here. Like, this is where I keep notes for myself. See how I've got the list of people that we're gonna volunteer at the summit? Okay, I need to remember that all summer, so I wrote it here. Better than writing it on a little sticky note that's gonna get lost on my desk. All right, so if I wanted to put a smiley face for that, I would tap that. Oh, sorry. See how the thread there, we'll talk about that. See how I tap right there on that little smiley
Right
face?
there is not.
See that? Pops up all the pictures of all the things that I can choose from to put there. So I'm going to put, I don't know, a little bathtub just to be weird. Okay? Now you don't want to put a bathtub. You want to put something
She's
else.
on her own. You know what? She's in her own thread. Could you, just for grins, go
send
to
out a
one that we
general
can all
message.
Sure.
see?
Oh,
Could you
I'm so
do
sorry.
that?
I'm so
That's what we
sorry.
need.
Yes.
We need
A
to
general
all look at
test
the
message.
same.
Okay,
A
we'll send it to
general
all leaders.
test
We'll go to
message.
all leaders.
Yes,
Yeah.
all
Okay.
leaders.
Okay.
See how Rosie posted? The last thing that's on there is Rosie's post about Easter. Does everybody see that?
Yes.
Okay. See how 11 people put a little heart? They liked it. If you tap and hold that 11, it will tell you all 11 people. See how that came up? Those are who put a heart there. Okay? If you want to add your heart, I'm going to add my heart right now. See how it went to 12? Now I've added my
How
heart.
did you add the heart?
Just
Push
tap
the
the
heart,
heart.
push the heart.
Tap the heart.
Push the heart
Yes.
by the
Tap.
number?
No, just
Just
tap the heart.
You
Tap
have
right
to
there.
go back to the original message.
That,
Yeah,
Yeah.
so just put
And
your
I just
finger
touch
on
that
that
one.
one, yes.
Okay? If I wanted to add praying hands, I would tap the
Yeah.
little
Face.
emoji the little emoji
Yeah.
smiley face,
Mhm.
and then I could pick praying hands, and praying
Okay.
hands shows up.
I just,
Okay.
Oh, somebody else did it too.
Yeah, somebody else tapped that too.
I did.
Okay, so
Sorry.
y'all, that's.
Tapping happy.
Okay, good. So that's this. If you just want to do a smiley face, that's that. If you are supposed to respond to a thread, because there's going to be a message next week about who's doing Bible study in the summer. If you're doing a Bible study this summer and you want to tell everybody about it, respond to this thread, okay? I want you to look at your Summit channel. Go to your Summit channel. This is why we put things in a thread. See how I ask people, are you going to eat at church? I need to know all of those answers together. So that thread has 47 replies on it. And if I tap where it says 47 replies, I go to the thread. Okay? That's
the
the thread.
number, just hit the number, Angel?
Yes.
Okay.
If there's replies there, tap the number, you'll get to the thread.
So why isn't it showing anything?
It's taking some time.
Thinking,
'cause the
thinking.
Oh, because
Internet's
there's
slowing down.
47 things to show?
Well, no, the internet's glitching right now. We're going
Oh, okay.
Okay, I am
Okay.
at the summit thing where the last thing is
Okay.
Natalie says.
yeah, slide on up.
Oh, wait.
here.
Yeah,
Please
slide up to
consider your
Angels.
preference for lunch options and
Yeah.
add your choice to this thread.
It's doing its thing, y'all. That's not good. It should show you all the people there.
If it's under the carpool list.
Oh, there they are. Found it. Oh, thank you, Lord. Okay, so see, all of the answers are together. That's why we want it in a thread. All of the answers will be together.
There we go.
You see that? Okay, that's one of the most important things.
And you moved the ones from that first time, because I responded way back.
No, you're way
Yes.
up here at the top.
Well, that's what I was saying.
See?
I felt like people kept
That's before we
responding.
had us.
There's 47 responses here. So if you haven't done it yet, and you had to do it, then see at the bottom where it says add your reply, you tap here, you type in,
47.
I'm gonna eat at a restaurant, and then it will be there.
No, you, look, here,
Okay?
47.
Oh, yes.
So
Yes.
tap 47.
And I'll see if I'm there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know you're in the right thread.
You can pick one.
Guys, you know you're in the right thread. Like,
If you don't do it.
if I tap
you
the
go down here
47, if you go up to the very
47.
top, there's my question about lunch. So you know you're posting in the right thread.
47 replies.
Okay?
Can I ask something?
Yes.
And
Here
I
they
hope
are,
it's
here they
not
are.
jumping
Oh,
ahead.
yes.
But I
And
noticed
then you
that
can
you
add your
have
reply.
you have the summit, and under the summit, you have all,
me I
you
did
know,
your
all this, but
replies.
then you have a different one for
Yeah, you know.
refreshment.
Yeah.
Why was that?
Because only about 10 of us are bringing refreshments. Okay? Are you one of the 10?
Yes.
Okay, then that's just you.
Because I don't have that on mine.
Yeah, if you don't have a refreshment channel, we had more people volunteer to bring food than we needed.
Okay.
So it's just the 10 of us that are
Okay,
bringing
so
food.
I just,
Okay?
Can you
Yes.
let us know if you wanted us?
I will. I'm going to put that on the
Because
prayer template.
I put that I would, but I never.
I'm going to put that on the prayer template this week.
Okay,
Okay?
okay.
All right, so let's say you post to the wrong spot. Let's say
Yes.
that here, I post in here and I say, I want to eat at church. And I post it here. That is not in the thread, okay? So we need to delete that out. This is how you delete, okay? Let's take a look at this for a second. It looks different on your computer than it looks on your phone or your tablet, okay? But it's still a box that will give you edit or delete, okay? So how you get there is you tap and you hold it. Let me show you. I'm going to tap and I'm going to hold it and see how that box pops up.
Yes.
And I can delete that message because it does not belong there. Gone, okay?
Where did it belong?
It belonged in the thread. In
And
the
this
thread.
is the summit.
This is just the main channel. Everybody sees this. It's not. Here's what would happen. If all 47 of these responses were there, I would have to scroll for days to try and find everybody's response. When they're all in a thread, they're all together.
Okay.
So when I say, okay, tomorrow when I have to turn in how many people need a chair at that church, I can go here and there's everybody's answer, all together. See the beauty of a thread?
So what my question is, if I responded but I don't know that I wasn't in the thread, how do I know?
You see this too because this is the channel that you're on.
Yeah.
You tap that thread and you look for your name.
Okay, that part I get, but you said we could respond but not be in the thread. How do I know I'm not in the thread?
Yeah, how do you know?
Because you'll be on this page. You won't be right under the question, right under the posting. Right under that are all the replies that are on the thread for that posting. And like I said, when you go there at the top, it says thread.
Yeah.
See it? And it says it's in the Summit channel. See that under the thread at the top?
Yes.
You're a thread on Summit channel. And the thread that you are posting to is my question.
Yes.
What are you doing for lunch? So if you post it here, none of that is there. See, no thread.
Okay, so
no-
I'm looking for the question.
Yes.
If I make a reply and the question isn't there, I know I did something wrong.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
what I did.
yes.
It's like you're not under the topic.
Yes.
She-
See?
Because when
Okay.
you just message underneath other people's names, it's a new message.
Yeah, and I don't see the
It's a new
question.
post,
That's
yes.
how I'll know.
Okay. All right, we're good on that? Okay.
Something is not.
She can't get to where you are, and I don't know how to help her.
Okay, Monica, can you help her here? Sure. She needs to get to Slack and she needs to get to Summit. So
She's on Slack.
And
Okay.
I'm on Summit, but
So
where in the
it's
world
each-
is thread?
it's
And
each
I
thing. So
Okay.
okay.
All right, so do y'all feel okay with editing and deleting? You feel okay with that? Yes? Because sometimes the auto check will write the wrong word. Even if you post it in the right spot, you're putting your message up there, it's the wrong word. Let me just show you that real quick.
I did that. I know, Angel, I messed up that time and you helped me fix it, but I don't know where I
So I'm
responded.
is everybody on Summit channel? Is that where you are?
Yeah.
Okay. You may not be able to see it until I post it, but let's say I write, I will eat, and it says ear at church. See that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I will ear at church. And I go, no, that's not what I
I
wanted,
see
okay?
that.
Tap and hold it. That message box comes up.
You
See where it says edit message?
Oh.
Then I can go back and change that message any way I want to. I will eat at church. And then it says save changes, and now it's right.
So just hold on it and hit, and then delete button
Tap and
comes.
hold is your friend, okay? So I'm gonna delete that message. Delete the message. Okay. So are we good on edit and delete?
Yes,
Yes.
I get that.
Okay, what?
So I think you're confused between a channel and a thread. So a channel is like, I think of it as an outline. It's your big capital one.
Okay, here are all of my channels.
So everything, those are all the channels.
Mhm.
So Summit. So now we're in Summit because she has it highlighted. And then the thread is like each question or topic within that channel.
Hello, Gene.
So-
And there's a thing that you can press for the thread.
Does that make sense?
I don't see it on
You
there.
just hit replies. Okay, now let me tell you this. If you are the first person to make the thread, okay? You are the very first person. Let me see if I can find one that Monica says that Huntley will be attending North Carolina. Do you see that?
Now, where do we go for that? Under Summit?
Yeah,
Are you
she's
on
under
Summit?
she's
Go to
under
Summit.
Summit right
We're
now.
working together on Summit.
She's going to do this right now.
Okay? So this is a post that Monica has.
Okay, I see that.
It's not an answer to that question, so it didn't need to be on that thread. It's where it needs to be. But I need to tell her something. I need to say, go to blah, 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 whatever. I want to tell her something about this post. If I tap and hold it, tap it, just tap it, see how this comes up? I'm the first person in this thread.
She's gonna start a thread.
Well, I can
Okay.
see
So that's
it right there.
responding
So I'm
to a
gonna
post.
start a thread that says, Monica, tell her to call me.
So you're responding
To
to
Monica.
Just
So
to-
that will only, see how now it says there's one reply?
Okay.
I was the first one to start a
I see
thread,
it.
but this is a thread now. So if you wanted to say, I'm going to North Carolina too, you would post it here. You
Yes.
would not post it down here. If you
Okay.
wanted her to know, hey, I'll ride with you. If you're going to North Carolina, I'll ride with
So
you.
what do you
need
do?
to put it in a thread. Tap where it says one reply. Tap it right now.
Okay, can I ask a question?
Right here.
Is there also a summit in
Yeah.
North Carolina?
There he is, but it's about the same time.
August
And you
10th.
really would be better off going to ours. That's only for people
So
who
there's
cannot
another
make it.
choice for other people? 'Cause
If they
I
can't
had
make
no
it.
idea what was she talking about,
Yeah.
just going to North
Now you can
Carolina.
add a reply. Just add a
But
reply.
now add a reply, just say
Just add it so
hello.
you can see.
Okay.
My
Say
list
hello.
doesn't say thread. Like when I tapped on it, these were the options.
She replies, and then there you are.
tap
Do I
too hard.
see hey?
Well,
Well,
it
not
says
on that
two
way,
replies.
that's why I gotta get started.
Now let's see.
Okay, tap
Now,
and type like
So now you
me.
When
just
I
have
look,
summit,
two
and
replies,
you got
so
all
we
the
have
summit
it
When it
down.
says six, it's starting
Check
to
the
check.
replies.
Yeah. Okay, here, let me give you this tip. Sometimes if you tap too hard, it thinks you're tapping and holding. And that's why you don't see what you look for. Sometimes if you're supposed to tap and hold and you don't hold long enough, it won't work. So just kind of,
If you have a computer, you can't tap.
but if you have a computer, here's how you do it. Because I have that too, because I do it on my computer at home too. If you want to start a thread at your computer, see that little speech bubble right here? That's where you start a thread. If you're the
Okay.
first person, you have to go to the speech bubble and it will say start a thread.
Okay, and
If you are not the first person, you just tap right here
so what
with your
does
mouse.
the arrow mean, and what does the star mean, and what do the dots mean?
Okay, this is, if you star that message or that channel, it'll come up first on your list. You remember my list? Here, hold on, I'll show you. I talk to Judy a lot.
The things you want to go back to.
Yeah, I talk to Judy a lot. So see where it says starred here? These people send me stuff for the prayer template every week. So they're at the top of my channel and I can get to them
Okay,
quick. They're
okay.
starred.
Okay.
That's what star means.
Kind of like making it a favorite.
Yes,
Yeah.
kind of like making it favorites,
And
okay?
what's the arrow?
The arrow, I think, might be down there, but I'm not sure. Those three little dots are going to come into play later. They're important, okay?
That's how you're going to be able
Okay,
to delete.
so we're good on responding to a thread and editing
May I-
and deleting. Yes.
Okay, now I wouldn't have gone to reply to Monica directly in Monica's little picture down there. I stick it where the question
Right.
is applicable.
Right,
Exactly, you
Right.
respond to what you will respond to, yeah.
We're going to talk about a direct message. That's coming up.
Okay.
But if you are answering or giving the information about a post that she's already put up, put it in a thread.
Right there, yeah,
Okay?
okay.
You feel good about that?
Does that make
You're
sense?
keeping-
Okay, because you're keeping them all together. You're keeping
Yeah.
all the
Yes.
answers together.
Yes.
That's what we need. Okay. All right, so direct messages. If you want to talk to Monica specifically and not anybody else and not about anything that she said, or if you are in your prayer pod and you want to send one prayer to Jean Hungerpiller because she needs to talk to you today and you want to pray for her today, okay? You do a direct message. If you see right here, everybody has a direct message box. See that? Direct message? I can't really see for the glare. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Okay, when you tap on direct message, everybody in our leader circle comes up. Okay?
You're already in.
And so I just type up there that I want to talk to Jean and see she's there. So I tap Jean and I say next and I start a conversation with Jean and I'll say hello. Oh, not hello. Okay, so now that sent it just to Jean. And if Jean is in my prayer pod, now my prayer pod does not mind if I do this. This is my prayer pod. You cannot see this. This is my private locked channel and only the 10 of us see this. But even on that, if I wanted to send something privately, I probably would not post it here because this is going to go to everybody.
All the time.
Okay? Like when I want you all to pray for me, I want it to go to everybody and I don't want to have to remember all 10 names.
Right.
Right.
This is everybody.
And the prayer.
When you want to send them something specifically, do it as a direct
Direct
message.
message.
Okay? And you'll notice, take a look at this, on the channel where Paget and Harvin have their threads, only the people listed are the people in their groups. Because that's the only two that we made.
That's not so.
Oh, did she put the whole thing in? She talked about that, I'm sorry.
Right now, I haven't been having my people use the direct one because her people and my people are on that. But they could
No, it'll be the whole class next year is what I'm saying. That will be everybody in our class, which is why you will need to be very careful about not posting to general or random. Because if you write, Jean had knee surgery and she needs you to pray for her, and you put it in random or general on this one, it's going to go to everybody in our class. Okay?
Everyone in the whole BSF class.
Well, in this 572 class. This
Yes,
class,
that's what I mean,
yes.
right here.
Yes. Okay?
That's a lot of prayer for her knee.
This may not be a bad thing. May not be a bad thing.
Can I ask you a
Yes.
question?
Yes.
I guess like random.
Mm-hmm.
Random is what it is, just random.
Yeah, thank you for bringing that up, because when you are on All Leaders, this channel here,
Yes.
like these messages are lovely messages, but they really probably belong on random. Because those are just, sweet messages about somebody, making a Bible with their coloring book or, that kind of stuff. That is what goes on random.
Okay.
Because it is stuff that we want to hear, and it does go to all of us, but it's not stuff that's vital to our class.
Into our class.
Yes.
So it's the place to post humor and anecdotes,
Yes.
thoughts, and random ideas.
So Happy Easter needs to go on random. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But if you say, I need someone to cover my class for children's this week, that goes on All Leaders.
Yeah.
See the difference? It's a
Yes.
little bit more pertinent
Yes,
information.
yes.
Okay.
And then I have a thing at the top, it says new threads.
Mm-hmm.
New threads.
That's if, see how mine is highlighted white? It's brighter
Yes,
white.
so is mine.
It's because there are threads you have not checked yet. So if you tap that, it shows you all the things. See where I didn't see Miss Metzger said hello to me? See that? I didn't see that. I have not seen that one. Remember how Carla said it's not going to blow up your phone with a beep, beep, beep,
Right.
message?
Yes.
This new threads will show you everything that has been posted since the last time you looked.
And it highlights them so you can see them.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
See how these two are highlighted? Elizabeth and Diane said hello to me and I didn't see that.
Right,
So those are postings that have been put up since the last time I checked.
which we did right here.
Yes, okay?
And then it tells you over there, you're all caught up.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so now I can.
Right underneath Beverly.
Okay.
Okay, so this is where, that was where it ended. You go with that, that's a very good question.
Yes, and then sometimes, right now it says all threads.
Mm-hmm.
So it just takes
That
us.
means, that means it will take you to every thread. You don't have anything pertinent, you've read everything, you're up to date.
How do we delete stuff we don't need? Is it that just push
Should
it?
we not?
You can only delete your own messages.
Okay.
I can delete messages as an administrator of yours, but you can't delete her messages.
So it's all there.
It's all there. But what happens is, we had the free plan, because if it's free, it's for me. And so after about 10,000 messages, they drop off.
Okay.
So our stuff from last year, not there.
Okay.
Okay? So it drops off. Okay, so we're good?
Can we pause
Sure.
a moment?
Sure.
You sent us several things in Slack that were helpful, that I want to hang on to.
Mhm.
So I have copied some of them and saved them in my
Yeah.
documents, but is there another way we should do that?
No, but we're getting to that, okay? All right, so let's do searches real quick, because this is so helpful. So helpful. Let me show you why. Okay, if I'm on Slack and I need to see the children's list, I need to know who's doing children's next week, okay?
So should we
I know
go
it's
to all
somewhere up.
leaders?
No, you don't even have to move.
Okay.
You don't even have to move. I could be on Summit. Get on Summit just to show this to you. See that little magnifying glass up there, your search
Yes.
box? You go there and I say, okay, it's children's. I'm looking for children's. Okay. Now, I don't even have to spell it right.
Yes,
I want you to notice it's on messages. You see that? It's not on files. That's the problem sometimes. Watch what happens. I search children's. That's not what I'm looking for. So then you need to click on files.
Okay,
Watch
can
me.
we
Click on
back up?
files.
Is it every time the word children comes up? Is that what you're
Pretty
saying?
much. But if I go to files, it's just the files and there's the children's. And that's what I'm looking for. See that?
Wow.
So sometimes when you're searching, if you say, I know, okay, let me show you another one.
Can you just go files to see the important stuff?
You
Can
could.
you just search?
But let's
for-
say I wanted to look basic. I think it's called Basic Summit. Let's say that. Oh, is it called Basic Summit? No, nothing. Okay? Then go to messages. And there are those words Basic Summit. They came up. So there's the document I'm looking for. Do you see that? Do you see how that
Just
works?
Summit, it just says Summit and then the
Okay.
Summit is basic information.
So, okay, here's another one. I sent someone in my prayer pod a verse about a well-watered garden. Hang on one second. Well-watered garden. I know it said that. Who did I send that to? I can't remember who I sent that to. I send that, I pull it up in a message, I sent it to Stephanie. There, it pulled it up for me, just from those words. So it's very helpful. The search is very helpful.
I think, if I'm remembering right, I think you put the link to one of the seminars on Slack. Does that sound right?
Maybe, I can't remember if we put
So
that,
which
but
sem-
let
which
me type in
seminar?
seminar.
I don't know. I'm
Type in
just
seminar.
saying. Can you?
She did.
Can
Type
you?
in seminar.
Yeah.
Okay. See, if you look at the messages, everywhere, there's the link for leading a small group.
There you go.
Okay.
So we can click on that and watch it there, right?
But then,
But
it's
there's
gonna
also-
end up being gone.
Next
Yeah.
year.
Next year, it's gonna be gone. It is. But
Okay.
we'll have another summit.
Yeah,
We'll have another-
but for example, for my ladies this summer, I said that was an important one
Will
that
it
they
be
should
there this
know.
summer?
This will probably be there this summer. I don't think it's gonna, it rolls off by age. So our oldest messages are the
Come
ones that are
off
going off.
first.
Yeah.
And next year, if you did another channel for,
Well, we have a
seminars.
seminar
You
channel,
do
don't
have
we?
a seminar,
We
you have
did.
a seminar one.
We have a seminar channel. See right
Yeah.
there?
Okay.
That's all the seminars. That's the
Oh.
links, that's the
Oh,
paperwork,
how
that's the
wonderful.
handouts,
It's right here.
that's everything.
But they're gonna
I have a
disappear
hard
at some
time
point.
sharing that for some
Yeah,
reason.
I wasn't.
You need
able
to
share
probably
it.
download it, we're getting to that next. You need to
Okay.
probably download it and send it to them in an email, okay?
Okay.
All right,
And I
so,
did that. I believe it or not, I did
you're good
that.
on searches, everybody good on searches?
Yes.
Yeah.
You see the beauty of a search?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so let's say there's a document, you want this class schedule, so you know what time to show up on pre-class
Yes.
fellowship days. You want to print that out so it's on your clipboard, okay? This is how you do it. If you're on your phone or your tablet, it looks like this. I'm going to show you what it looks like on your computer in a minute. You just go to that document, so you search and find a document, you tap on the document, there's 3 little dots in the bottom, you tap on those 3 little dots, and it's going to, on my phone, because I have an iPhone, it looks like this. It may not look like this on your phone, but it will be there. The box will be there somehow to get to the print option.
Yeah.
And so I can just print it out at my house, okay? And then I have that document. If you're on your computer at home, remember this, we're going to go to that document, there's going to be a download cloud. You
Yeah.
download it on your computer and you print it off your computer. Or you email it off of your computer. You see what I'm
So you have
saying?
to download it first before you can email it.
Well, mine wouldn't, I could not get mine to print off of this, you may be able to, but I had to download it first.
Okay.
Because Slack is an app.
Okay.
And so it's all up in the air somewhere, and it's pulling that
Okay.
document down for
All
you,
right.
okay?
Can I get one
Yes.
more time explain it on the phone? I thought I did
Okay.
this, but it was
Do you have an iPhone?
yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm
here's-
touching on that little,
Touch the document. Here, let me see if I can just walk you through it. Look.
Okay.
Are you touching on that little box or
Here's-
anywhere in the
yeah,
document?
Here's what I'm doing. I've touched this. It may take a while. Okay.
There it is.
And see when that came up? See how it now is my screen? It's
There's
your
the
screen?
dots down there in the
See at the
corner.
bottom, way
Dots.
down there, my dots?
Right here.
I'm gonna open it in, and that's where, if I wanted to open it in one of these
You could put it in another
document
document
things,
too.
I could,
Over the bottom of the screen.
and then I print it.
If you save it to
Now,
files,
the
And then
document.
3 dots.
I can't do
Does
that on
that-
the iPad, but you can do
does
it.
that
Click on the
mean-
dots.
that it's gonna be there forever even when it disappears
Yes.
from Slack?
Yes.
So if I wanted to go in and save the seminars to files,
The videos of them?
I would
Yes.
have them forever and ever, amen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, if you
Okay.
download them on your computer and you save them on your computer,
On your
they are
desktop.
there until you throw them away.
Or wherever you
Well,
put
then
them.
what's this save to files here?
This is my iPad. It's a different little thing. And it basically would save it to my iPad.
Okay,
If I
so
wanted
it
to
would
save it
work
to my
there
iPad.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, if I had enough space. But why would
Oh,
I
it
save it?
takes
Because I
up-
can pull it up anytime I want to.
But I thought you said they would disappear.
They will.
Well, they will, but I don't think you should worry about them disappearing for a
We're
long
getting
time.
new ones
We
next
got
year.
10,000 messages, okay?
Okay,
Plus,
okay.
these change.
that's
Like
not-
next year, they might not have the same form
Right.
for Bible navigation.
So it's not
And we will
necessary.
post it up next year. We will
Okay.
put it back up again next year, okay?
Yeah.
When we get ready to have it.
Angel.
Yes,
I
ma'am?
have the share the gospel and I touched on
Mhm.
the document and then it came to this.
Start the file.
Yeah, open in. You need to go to open in,
Right.
and then it's gonna show you
Yeah,
this.
then it's gonna show me this. And then I just decide which way I wanna
Mhm.
send
Yes.
it, correct? I decide
Yes,
which way.
but see how you have down here, you have copy or print, this is
Yes.
print over here. You could just print it off your phone if it works with your Wi-Fi at home,
Okay.
okay?
Or
Or
if I
you could
put
put
it
it in a
in
file, or
email.
you can email it to yourself,
Or
whatever.
email it to my ladies.
Yes.
And print it from your phone.
Yes.
That's how I did it.
That's how you share it.
That's how I did it.
Okay, now, this is a big one, but Beverly, this was your question.
Yeah.
Leah sometimes would send y'all a list of stuff in text.
Yeah.
And it was hard to manage that on your phone and you wanted to print it out, okay? You need to tap and hold the message, whatever message it is, and then you're going to get that box again and you want to copy the text. Once you copy it, you can paste it in a document, you can paste it in an email, and you can print it out from there. Okay?
Okay.
Yes?
Yes, then you email it to yourself and then you print it.
You
See,
have
I
to
didn't
make a
know you-
document then? How do you do that?
Okay, look.
I highlight it and copy it and
Print
Let
it.
me find
print
this.
it on a blank document.
Let me
on the
look
computer.
for, what was that called? Hold on, let me look, see what it's called. It was called Examples of Shepherding Questions. Okay, so I'm going to search up here. Shepherding questions. See how this comes up? There's Leah's thing.
Yes.
See, it never gets lost. So that's the message I want, and I want to copy that. I will hold it. See how it says copy text?
Yes.
I will copy the text. Then I can go to my email, and I can print it to myself in an email. I can download it into a document at home.
Or
I can print
forward
it from
it to
there.
someone else
Or-
to copy,
Yeah.
print it out.
Yes.
That's where you lost me.
Okay, I will help you.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Okay, Beverly, what it? Yes.
I think I've gotten lost too at the same place, maybe.
This is
Okay.
when,
All
it's
right.
just a message, it's not a document. She typed it in as a message,
Okay, so let's get to that.
okay?
Does it have to come up?
You have to tap and hold the message, and then you will get a box that says copy text.
Okay.
And then that text is being held by your computer, and you need to put it somewhere. So you're gonna put it in an email to yourself. And when you get to the email to
Why
yourself,
can't I just go straight to the printer?
because it doesn't, it's holding it, it's not anywhere landed yet, it's gotta land somewhere. You gotta put it in a document, or you gotta put it in an email so that it can print. Okay?
Print is not an option on that
Right.
drop-down list.
We just-
I've noticed that.
Yeah.
So like when I tap this, see, there's no print.
Right.
So you have to take that message, copy it, and stick it somewhere where there is a print option. So you have to land that plane in a document or in an email, something that will give you a print option.
Computer, where can you
Does that
put
help?
your emails?
And what I do,
Yeah, but then what, the document has to have a name?
Okay, look, let me just do it for you. Okay, so I'm gonna hold it, I'm gonna copy this text. So it's copied, I know it's holding on to it. I am going to email myself. Okay, so I'm gonna say
Right there, start chatting.
Angel. I'm emailing myself, I'm gonna say Leah's
That's a group
questions,
conversation.
Leah's stuff, and then I tap and hold it here, and it will say paste, and there's all Leah's questions. So I send this to me, and I print it out like any other email you print out.
Yeah, if you're doing a computer and you're not tapping, what are you doing?
Clicking, click, click, click.
Just click on the body of.
And that, remember I showed you, hold on, let's go to this. Remember this.
Yeah, it is.
What was that one right there?
Oh, my word.
I don't want to.
These boxes there,
I'm trying to
those
just
three
put
dots?
Yes.
that's where you're gonna see
Put it in.
download or print.
Yes,
blah, blah,
yes.
blah, blah.
I got that part, but it's, once I have it copied, then I don't know what to do with
You
it.
need to put it in an
Okay, so let's go into
email
that
or a
first.
That's
document.
what I don't know how to do.
It'll
Okay,
show you.
I just wanted, you wanna
So I
watch me do it
go,
again?
I then get out of that and I go to my
Oh, here it is.
email and I compose an email to myself.
Like I just
And
did.
then I just click in the body of the email and it magically shows up.
It says paste.
Paste.
All right, see, this is, I'm gonna do it again, I'm gonna do it again for you, just so you can see.
There it is.
I go to this, here's Leah's questions.
Yes,
And I want all those questions, but I don't wanna have to stare at my phone to get them. I wanna
yes,
print it.
yes.
So I touch it and hold it, I
Yes.
copy that text. Now,
Yes.
my computer is holding on to that for me.
Yes.
Okay,
You can
so
send an
now I go to
email,
my email. I'm going to create
that's,
an
that's
email.
the thing, go
For me.
to the email down at the bottom of your
You have to go to your email
screen.
to start an email
That's
to
what you
yourself.
have to click on.
That's the part that confuses
Yeah,
me.
you come
Can
out of
you do
Slack and you go
Because
send a message.
I've
and
never emailed myself anything.
Okay, so well, here's what
But I
happens.
put
When I get to the
myself
body,
out.
I just touch it and I push paste.
Paste, okay.
And there's Leah's things. I send
Amazing.
it to myself and print it
And
however I
print it.
want.
Well, you can put it in your notes if you
You
want.
could, you could text it
Do
to
it on your
yourself. I
phone.
mean, you just.
What I do is keep on my, what's the menu? On my main menu, I keep a blank document. And then when I'm doing this and it's holding it, see, I don't want that email stuff on there. I want just the document. So I copied the document.
Right.
It's not called copy, it's called
Angel, you can.
Here's this. like,
duplicate,
In
yeah.
Notability, I go here and I paste it. And
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 there
that
it
will
is.
print out as a document now.
There it
So if you, yes,
Open
ma'am.
Notepad. Show them how to do it on
Yeah,
Notepad. Most of the
that works.
places have
I think I
Notepad.
took Notepad off of this, to be honest with you. I've hid it somewhere because I never use Notepad.
But you got Word, I saw Word.
I do have Word, and y'all have Word at home, so let me do that.
That would be good.
That takes too long, but I'll just show it to you anyway. I'm just gonna say. Okay, so
I have.
here's my
There it
words,
is.
okay?
So you create a blank document?
So I
Yeah.
created a blank document. Y'all are gonna see this is how I do homiletics, just so you know.
Oh, right.
I'm gonna create a new document. I'm gonna create a blank
Blank
document.
and put it in
I'm
there.
going to touch and hold it. Oop. It's not in there. I'm gonna
Paste. There it is.
There it is.
So
Now you
you
can print
can
it.
paste more than once. Then how do you know the next time you want to paste something, which thing you're coming to paste?
Well, if it's the wrong thing when you paste it, you didn't hit copy. You have to hit copy to get the new thing.
Okay, so every time you copy, whatever you copied previously is gone?
It's gone.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So are we good with taking off these messages in this documents and printing a document and printing a message? Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I ask a
Yes,
question?
sure.
When I want to send it to someone, because like my husband has the printer and everything in his office, so I have to send it to my email because then I forward it from my email to him.
Right?
So and that's,
Or you could just create an email message to him and send it to him directly and have him print it.
oh,
Save that middleman step.
okay,
Like sending him an email will save you doing that middle step.
okay,
Paste it in your email to him and have him print it for you.
okay.
Okay?
And the subject could be printed.
Okay, I'm almost near the end, and we can just do questions, but I wanted to show you a couple things. Maria had asked about downloading Leah's video.
Yeah.
If you want to watch this till the end of time, at the bottom of the box over there, you see this little,
File.
can y'all see my little pointer there? That little, if you touch that download folder, you can download it onto your computer. It will not work on my iPad, but you can download it on your computer and save it till the end of time. And watch it
Okay,
whenever
but-
you want to.
But now we're in my BSF, we're not in Slack.
We are in my
anymore.
BSF. I'm sorry, I was just
Okay.
answering your question.
Okay, cool.
So is there a way to send it to someone else?
You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, oh, I wanted to
So the
do that
answer is
so
no.
bad.
Me too.
I'm
So
not
then
gonna
we-
say that out loud up here with Judy sitting in this room.
Well, we just have to carry our computer to somebody else and say.
Yes.
"See,
Yeah, you can be watching it while someone else is watching it with you.
Yeah.
You can do that.
That's sharing.
That's sharing. That's being a nice person.
Okay,
But we are not supposed to email it to people who are not registered in the class,
got it.
okay?
Not
But-
even if they're registered in another class.
We're not supposed to share it.
Okay,
Okay.
we hear you.
You're just going to do with that what
And
you
that's
want.
been forever.
Yes, yes. Because this class has this lecture and their class has their lecture.
I know.
So,
We don't
It's
know
different.
what they're
yes,
teaching.
yes, yes. So we don't know where they are and we don't know what they've covered and where they're picking up the needle off the record. Okay, audio lecture means if you have an old MP3 player and you just want her words but you don't need her picture, you can also download that. I was surprised how many people did not know that we have audio notes.
I
I have folded so many baskets of clothes, listened to the notes this year, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The notes
Oh my
will
gosh.
read, they will
That
read
helps.
to you the notes.
The best.
Okay.
And nice
Tell your
accent.
friends, because I'm not kidding. We had administrators that did not know that. So I was shocked that there were people who hadn't tapped into that resource yet.
Amazing.
Okay, and again, if you want to save those, if you love the notes about Samuel and you want to save those forever, download them now, because in the middle of the summer, at some point, it may be July 31st, but it may be June 29th. At some point, they're going to clean up this web. It costs money to have
Sure.
video and to store it. So they're going to clean this up and they're going to take it down. So you can download it now and have it whenever you want it.
Well, wonder if you can't do it on your phone, right? Because I really only have an iPad.
Your phone is not going to have enough space for all of
Yeah,
that.
so-
I mean, I guess if you have a huge cloud storage somewhere, you could maybe, but I couldn't get a download button on my iPad. I could not get
So
that,
for this, you need a computer.
pretty much.
Okay.
When I tried, here, let's see, I'll go to my BSF and show you.
Wonder if it's going to send it to my husband's computer. Is that technically not good if he's not looking at it?
That's
He
fine.
lives in your house, that's
Yeah,
that's
that's
okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah,
That's
that's
okay.
good.
He's
He's your husband, that, we're not, we're okay.
He
I
is her
you
husband.
won't look at it.
Y'all get that message every time. It really is
No.
annoying to me. I get that message every time
What-
about
what-
starting.
And hey, but if you touch it with your hand where it says signed in document, it'll go on anyway. Or mine will.
It makes me crazy. I get it every time.
All right,
Yeah.
now just, there you go, now hold on a minute.
Well, no, I've done it now.
Well, it
I know, but
makes
it's
you
like-
ask if
there
you
it
want to
is.
do a new
Yes.
account. and you
But
already
it's,
have an
but
account.
I signed in just now, so that's what I'm saying. If I go to this week's lesson, have y'all already uploaded this week's video?
No.
G, did y'all upload it? Okay, so I'm gonna
There
go
it
here.
is.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go to an
I was
older
waiting to
lesson.
see if it showed
I'm
up.
gonna go to an older lesson just to be safe. Okay, so here's an older lesson, and I want to do that. See, I don't have a download button on my iPad. You may have one on your phone, but I don't have one because you can't download that
So all you
onto,
can do is make it bigger
on my iPad.
Yeah.
At home, I can download it,
on your computer.
yes,
Oh, goodness.
okay? So you may have that, Julie, but I don't have it.
Now, can I ask another
have
weird
it.
question?
Yes,
If you download it on your computer, then can you put it on a thumb drive? So you have a thumb drive of like the whole year?
you can have Romans on one thumb drive and PPO one on another, yes.
How big of a memory does your thumb drive need, do you think, to hold for a year's worth of
I
stuff?
would think any moderate, I mean, like a regular thumb drive will hold lots of data.
So how do you?
One that's currently on the market, probably the smallest is around 16.
I was gonna say.
And that would probably
maybe
be enough.
30. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's-
You can buy them up to like 320 now, but I would think that's small enough.
So a 16 should do
Yes.
a year?
I can check.
I would think so,
Yeah.
I would think.
Okay.
Okay, so that's all I have to tell you about, but I'm happy to answer questions and stay here until you feel good. Okay? Thank you, God, that the computers worked the whole time. That was a good prayer, wasn't it?
So next